Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to show you how we can deploy a or use how we can deploy and use the advanced deployment guides and assistance in order to deploy a particular configurations or policies across the organization, right? And basis on these templates, these are the pre-built templates that we can use in order to deploy, let's say, multi-factor authentication, as well as maybe we wanted to prevent insider risks by setting up this pre-built template policy. And definitely this is not going to be a hard and fast or maybe uh, restrictive or aggressive policies, but definitely it has a mechanism that can prevent at initial maybe kind of baseline policy for organizations, and that can be leveraged for us to identify, investigate, and take appropriate actions on those insider risks. So this is only one of that or one of those policies, but definitely there are many different guided scenarios or guided guidance that we can use, and I'm going to focus mainly on this one, which is deployment guides and assistance. And there are others as well. You can see migration and imports, then the front line workers. So let's go ahead and go through the advanced deployment guides because it has many guides that we can use and leverage, right? And here you see there's one featured which is set up Microsoft 365 Copilot. So Copilot can also be set up with the same guided scenario or guided and assistance, and it is something which is bigger than other. So I'm going to make that separate video and mainly focus on the other scenarios which are already available here, right? And I'm going to show you how we can configure that one and set it up, right? So here you see different guided scenarios that we can configure. Those are the pre-built templates that we can use in order to set up the configurations, and basis on that we can deploy that policy or deploy that change across the organization. Again, it totally depends on the organization requirements, organization needs with compliance requirement, security requirements, then the adoption score, compliance score, secure score, right? And all of that is totally depends on the each organization's policies and usage and how they wanted to treat and use it, right? So basis on that, each organization is going to take appropriate actions in order to protect their data, applications, identities, and make sure they are putting efforts to strengthen their security posture, right? So I'm going to show you how we can deploy that or how we can configure particular advanced guided, right? Let's go ahead and do that. I'll just find one of the guided scenario from here, and then I will simply walk you through, and then you will be able to understand how we can go ahead and do that, right? So let me find what it says. Okay, I found this one, which is block use of Internet Explorer in your organization, right? So this is the guided scenario for device management, and why we wanted to do that. We wanted to block use of legacy Internet Explorer application, which is not provided or which doesn't have the support provided by Microsoft now, and that is why it is good idea to go ahead and block that usage, because we don't want people to use any of the business applications or systems using that browser, which may cause any security reasons or security incidents, and which could be something which may impact the users and applications and organization at the end, right? So once I click on that, you see here I get the different steps, and we need to follow these steps to complete this process, right? So now you see bit of information about this, and then if we need any assistance or help, we can get the help from fast track team. There is a separate fast track team from Microsoft side, and they do help on all of these initial kind of setups, right? It totally depends on the eligibility and tenant requirements, right? So eligibility is something, uh, I believe once we have 300 licenses across the tenant, then that respective tenant is eligible for any help that we can ask from, and they can help on all the initial setup, or maybe during or for the migrations, as well as they can also help on the different things. But definitely they are going to guide you, and you should have expertise or someone from your team. Probably they will work on these tasks. They are not going to take access of your tenant and uh, ask you to, or maybe they are going to perform all the actions from their end. So they are simply going to guide you to perform those actions. Let's say they are asking us to block the use of Internet Explorer, and if we don't have the someone from our IT side, or we don't have any expertise in house, then we need to hire someone, or maybe we need to get someone help to get this done, because they are simply going to help us, or they are going to provide only guidance and not the help, direct help, as in what you should do, or maybe they will take complete control of your tenant and do everything, right? So that's not going to happen. Okay, so let's focus on this. Here we'll click next, and once we click next, we can see address Internet Explorer dependencies, right? And also under the go to configure IE mode guide, we can go ahead and set up something or configure there too, right? Let's say if I click on it, where it goes, it is redirecting us to the similar page where it says get started with IE mode configurations, and it says do you how do you want to configure IE mode, right? So these are the number of options. So here we can say I have collected site data and I need to build my own site, my site list, or maybe I wanted to create a new site list, and basis on that we can select appropriate options, right? Maybe we can select apply my complete site list to users, maybe using Intune, or I wanted to reload site IE mode without creating site list or deploying policies. So I'll select that one and hit next and finish, right? So that is completed for me, and similarly I can go back to the previous task and I can complete that as well. So these are the basic or initial stuff that we can do, and then complete these tasks, right? And basis on that we can configure the settings or whatever we wanted to do, right? Also edit email and preview section. Here it gives us a email drafted, right? And it also gives the steps, what steps we need to take and what things are going to be changing, so right. So here this has created a template email, right? And then this is going to be notifying across the user base in the organization, saying that this email is to notify you that this has decided to update all devices from Internet Explorer 11 to faster and more secure Microsoft Edge browser. And then when it is going to happen, what do I need to do as an end user, right? And then other interactive demo or steps, how users can leverage this one, right? So this is an email template that is going to be delivered to users mailboxes, and once we complete this process, right? And the next is going to be addition of recipients. So recipients as an end users whom we should send this email, or who all are those users who will receive this email. Let's say I'm going to add all users here. Simply I will select one or two user. All right, so one is added here, and then I can go ahead and click next. Also it says that block internet explorer, so profile name, what profile we wanted to create, right, in order to block this one. Because so I'm going to give it a name, block internet explorer, and legacy app. So I'm giving this name here. Also notifications always display a message box, and then I can put some description here. Then the scope tag should be default, so I'm going to keep it default, but we can add any other if we have. Then the assignments, so here we can target all devices group or all users. So basis on that we can simply uh, make this available and deploy it, right? So this is the way where we can deploy this policy by creating this policy from here, and the same policy is going to be replicated in Intune, right? So upon deploying this one, it is going to be assigned to this all of these users who are part of this group, and this policy will be deployed. So once we click next, we get the review and finish here. And once we are ready, once we know whatever configuration we have done that is appropriate and we don't need to take any additional actions, then we can simply go ahead and deploy this policy. So now this is being deployed, and here it is showing Internet Explorer disablement was successful and notification email failed to send. So this email sent was failed, but the policy was successfully deployed, right? So this way we can simply deploy and complete this task, right? And not only this particular task, but there are many tasks that we wanted to go through and complete those for our organization. And these are pretty straightforward and pretty standard. And if we don't have expertise of all of these different workloads, then these are really handy tasks or guided scenarios that we can leverage and use, right? And this is going to help us to speed up the deployments and complete our organization wide initiatives, maybe to protect the data, devices and applications, right? And this is going to help us in all of those scenarios. Yeah, so that's all for this video. Hope you like it. Please do like, share and subscribe, and uh, watch this video to see how you can configure, how you can deploy, and what are the things available. For now I have just gone through one of these templates or one of these guided scenario, but there are many that we can go ahead and deploy as per our requirements, and deploy those, right? So yeah, that's all for this video, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.